Hello there and welcome to another Commodore 64 playthrough. And today we're going to play through the absolutely superb arcade conversion, which is Alien 3. So this review, playthrough, whatever you want to call it, will be in two parts. There'll be playing the game, which obviously I'm doing at the moment, and then there's about the film itself. So the game is a quite sort of authentic copy of the well, I'm just going to save my state here in case I get absolutely walloped, of the arcade game. And the arcade game is basically it's a oh well, that did well, didn't it? The arcade game is a sort of scrolling platformer, and then the idea is that you have to go and beat all the aliens basically. You see, scroll up and down, typical platformer. Yeah, flamethrower is much better than the pulse rifle, isn't it? Yeah, didn't like me. You've also got a sort of grenade launcher thing, which is really powerful, but it doesn't fire very quickly. And you've also got grenades, which are just like superb. I mean, I'm guessing they're better at the end of each level where you have to go and fight the boss. So yeah, so it was released. It was an arcade game first, and then it was released for the mainly 16-bit because the film was 1992. So we're right at the end of Commodore's sort of lifetime, if you like. So the game was released, I think, in 1993, a year later than the film. So we're really sort of at the end of Commodore life. So to release a game like this was quite ambitious because it was a film tie-in. But yeah, from what I know of the various platformers and people who have played it, it is quite faithful to the 16-bit version. The arcade game, it featured a lot of things. So I'm just going to rescue this dude here. I don't know what that's got me. The arcade game was quite outlandish, really, because that wasn't very good, was it? So the arcade game and this game, obviously, because it's based on it, was nothing like the. Oh, thank you very much for just jumping on me. It was nothing like the film. So I've done Aliens, which was the second film in the franchise. I've done one of the games already on my channel, but this game is. Oh, I take it I can only go up. I can't go down. This game is for the third film. So in the film, Paul Ripley, who's your character here, is actually a girl, even though you can't really tell with the sprite. Paul Ripley has survived two lots of alien attacks, Alien and Aliens, the second film, and so she's in a spaceship thinking that she's on her way home to safety. And what happens is that her ship crash lands, and it kills the last two people who were on board. There was a little girl called Newt, and there was a man called Hicks, and there was also a robot called Bishop, and they all died or perished in this crash, and she was the only one who survived. And she crash lands on a planet, and the planet is basically a prison planet. So yeah, I've got you sorted. You got extra life as well. How good! So they're on a prison planet, and what's she doesn't know is that there's an alien that's actually stowed away on the ship with her. So the alien, or the facehugger as it is, impregnates either a dog or an ox, depending on which version you watch. A full-grown alien then is born, and it's one by one picks everybody off. So the plot for the third Alien film is very similar to the first Alien film. You know, it's one alien, and it's picking off people one by one. So that's quite good. So as you can imagine, if you did that in a computer game, it wouldn't last very long, because if you just kill one, then well, that's it, isn't it? You're done. So yeah, so that's not much good. So the Alien 3 arcade game is. Can I get through there? Can I get through there or not? No? Okay. The Alien 3 computer game just takes complete liberties with the storyline. There are flying aliens, and there are boss aliens, and there are all sorts of things that weren't in the film version. But the this follows that arcade version. So, I mean, the film itself had very mixed reviews because the guy who did the film was only his only previous experiences was making music videos and that sort of thing, so he'd never done a big motion picture before. So they basically the studio just took a lend of him and just had him doing all sorts of things, and he didn't really make the movie that he wanted to make. Poor lad. So when it was released, it wasn't very successful. So, and I want to know why I can't go up them stairs. It's getting a bit annoying, isn't it? I can't go through the doors, can I? Yeah. So the movie wasn't well received and it wasn't very successful. He actually got the opportunity then to release a director's cut, and it's a very different film. There's a lot of different scenes. The action's different. The whole sort of plot, whilst maintaining the same sort of threads, it adds a lot of detail to it. So it's well worth seeking out the director's cut, because as a film it makes a lot more sense. So yeah, and I've watched both, and I much prefer the director's cut. It's also got a wonderful cast. It was filmed in Britain. In fact, some of it was filmed in the northeast near where I live, and there were lots of character actors, people like Charles Dance, who of Game of Thrones fame, and Brian Glover, Pete Postlethwaite. There's loads of really sort of famous actors, and it's a great film in terms of the acting talent as well. But it's quite a dark film. It's quite a miserable film. You know, why can't I get you? Why can't I get you? Let's try throwing a grenade, see if that works. No. Okay, fair enough. So I've got to wait for you to come and get me. Haha. See yous. So it's quite a dark film, and the acting in it is tremendous, and it's really good. But as I say, you're just basically chasing after one alien, and they do get it in the end. But then there's a twist, and I won't spoil it for you for those who haven't seen it. But it is a really cool film. Can I go up there? No. Once you get into it, the whole franchise, I'm a massive fan of anyway. I love watching the films, and they provide a lot of replay value. So yeah, so this game, as I say, it was really well received. I know I'm not doing very well at this. I'm just just feeling my way through it, because I've only ever played the arcade game. I've never played this version, but I've cheated a little bit and thought, well, we can put this in our little playthrough, because it is it is from my memory banks, if you like, from my childhood. Oh, I can go through now. Hey, is that because I've killed all the aliens? So as you see at the bottom, you've got your stats and everything. So you've got your health, which is the first block, and then you've got your score. There is a timer, which is not clocking down because I'm on cheat mode. Then you've got your guns, and you can see you've got your pulse rifle, grenades, hand thrown grenades. That's a pulse rifle, flamethrower, the rocket launcher, and the grenades. That's it. Yeah, I've got it right. This music isn't from the film. But it's quite good, isn't it? For again, another sort of lively Sid tune. All right, why have you put me down a dead end? Why have you done that? I don't see the point of that. Okay, all right, fair enough. Oh, I love stuff like this. Oh, what was the point in that? All right, you want me to go? No, I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. Thank you very much. So, and it's really well done. It's really smooth. The graphics are good. You don't have to worry too much about collisions and things not looking right. As I say, it's right at the end of the Commodore 64 sort of life cycle. So, hang on, I'm confused here. So it's very cleverly done. So obviously by this time, the Commodore 64 had been around 10 years. They'd learn all the tricks of the trade. They'd learn how to do all the clever stuff. You've had games like Creatures that have come out with all the clever things that they did in that as well. So yeah, this isn't going to send me back down there again, is it? Oh, it's the trouble with these sort of games, isn't it? Oh, it's going to take me to the next level. Yay! 5 prisoners rescued. Time range. So obviously, if I wasn't playing on a cheat mode, I may not have got through all of this sort of nonsense. But I'm not a brilliant game player, so why not? So it's loading the next level. How exciting! So I'm just going to walk this so we can see what the next level is all about. I'm assuming that she has to go and beat up aliens. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? So I'm going to change back to the flamethrower because I like the flamethrower. seems to work. Oh, sorry. Oh. So, I'm flashing because I'm invulnerable. Oh. Referee. Thank you. Let's try the big gun. Hey, we haven't tried the big gun much yet, have we? Oh, it's the same tune. Shame it's the same tune. Would have been nice with a bit of variation. So that's not very practical, is it? Because by the time I fired it, I'm getting sort of splattered, aren't I? Oh well, there you go. Maybe there's just a trick to it, I suppose. It got really good reviews as well. This game, I was nowhere near it. Oh, and the aliens are spitting things. That's not very charitable, is it? Hey, die. Oh, that's cheating. I knew you were coming. So it got really good reviews in Commodore format and places like that, and I can see why, because there's it is a cool game. There's a lot of depth as well, and I imagine once you learn the layouts of all these different maps, you can get the feel of where everything is and get used to it. Hey, I've gone and rescued another dude. There's an alien down there. Shame you can't. All right, okay, calm down, calm down, calm down. Jeez, they're getting all excited, aren't they? And then these little power-ups that you're seeing are for the various sort of ammos, and then you've got a battery for your radar, which is the bottom right. But as I say, I'm not playing it on the sort of the level I should be playing it on, so I'm not seeing all these things. I'm going to go down that slide again. See, stuff like that makes such a difference when you just get to see. You know, you don't get that on many Commodore games, did you? So yeah, big fan. Suggest that you have a look at this, or better still, sorry if I'm not towing the team line, if you get MAME, the arcade emulator, and play the arcade version, because the arcade version is fab. You know, there's some great concepts on it. You go in this little truck thing, and it changes from being a platformer, and you're actually riding this truck, and then the aliens come after you, and you've got to shoot them from there. And the sound effects are quite good. The sound effects of sort of rippling every time she gets hurt. She makes an ow sound and what have you. So yeah, that's quite cool. So I can't go through there because I'm assuming I've got some more aliens to kill, or they're going to kill me. Brilliant. So yeah, so this is Aliens 3. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. If you've got any questions, leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe.